Hello everyone. Continuing the video series guiding the use of the MetaTrader 5 platform on Exness. In this video, I will guide you on how to manage trading orders. Managing trading orders is crucial for protecting the profits you have earned during trading. Specifically, I will guide you on how to set a trailing stop to automatically move your stop loss, partially close orders, close all open orders, and other management operations. This is the Exness Market channel, where we provide the most useful information about trading activities on the Exness platform. We are a leading development partner of Exness. If you're new to Exness Market, make sure to hit the subscribe button to stay updated with our latest videos. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below, and our team will get back to you as soon as possible. You'll find the registration guide and the latest Exness updates in the video description and pinned comment. Besides this channel, you can also visit our Exness Market website to explore more about Exness. In this example, as you can see, I currently have an open trade and a pending order. You can see the information for both the open and pending orders in the toolbox section under the Trade tab. There are various columns, but they don't represent all the information provided by the platform. You can right-click in this area and select columns to display additional information, such as the swap column, which is the overnight fee. You can also select other components in the columns section to display them. To manage an open trade, the first thing we consider is setting its take profit and stop loss. You can left-click and hold on the open trade, then drag it to the desired position. For a sell order, dragging it up sets the stop loss, and dragging it down sets the take profit. You can see that I have set the stop loss and take profit positions for this order. You can double-click here to precisely adjust these two parameters. And after adjusting, click Modify to update the order information. In the Toolbox section, you will also see the stop loss and take profit values. You can also double-click on them to edit the information of these two values. There's also an X mark, if you no longer want to keep the stop loss or take profit position. Just click the X to remove those two values. For pending orders, you can also double-click to edit them, either directly on the chart or in the toolbox section. The second important point in order management is partially closing an order. For instance, if I have an open trade, and the price is moving against my analyzed trend, I might not be confident that it will continue to move down for me to profit, even though there's still a chance it could. In such a scenario, I consider partially closing the order. Alternatively, if the price moves as per my analysis, for example, it moves down to a certain support level and might bounce back. If I calculate that, I will also consider partially closing the order to secure some profit when the price moves in the correct direction. To partially close an order, open the Toolbox section. Go to the Profit column, and double-click on the order you want to modify. Next, observe the volume field. It matches the volume of the open trade. If I want to close 0.1 lots of this order, I will change the volume to 0.1 lots. Then, I will click Close. You can see that I have quickly closed 0.1 lots. And the order now only has 0.1 lots remaining. If you check the trading history, you'll see that I closed 0.1 out of 0.2 lots, meaning I closed half of the open order. In cases where I have multiple open trades, for example, I'll open a few more for demonstration purposes. Say, 0.05 lots. You can see I have 4 open trades like this. Suppose these orders are moving in line with my analysis, and the total profit meets my expectations. I might consider closing all open trades. Alternatively, if these orders are all moving against my analysis and have accumulated significant losses, reaching our tolerance limit, we will also consider closing all open trades. To close all open trades, right-click in the Toolbox section at the bottom. Then, select Bulk Operations and choose Close All Positions to close all open trades. If you go into Bulk Operations and select the options below, they correspond to deleting our pending orders, which could be Limit, Stop, Stop Limit, or all pending orders. In the Closing Orders section, you can also close all profitable orders, all losing orders, or all open trades. For example, I click Close All Positions. Quickly, all my open trades are closed and moved to the History section. You can see that after some trades, I'm down $21. These were test trades, so I didn't calculate them carefully. Hence the loss. For pending orders, I'll also place a few more pending orders to show you the effect of acting on all these orders. To act on these pending orders, I'll right-click, select Bulk Operations, then click Delete Limit Order. You can see that my 2 limit orders have been deleted. For a single sell stop order, I can also right-click to select and delete that stop order. However, if there's only one order, I'll just click the X button for faster deletion. Another important point in order management is adjusting the stop loss for an order to preserve our earned profits. Suppose the product's price has moved down a bit. My order is a sell order, and the price moving down means it's moving in the direction I traded. So I will profit as the price goes down. I'll take an example where the price has moved down to this lower level. When the price has moved down like this, we can adjust the stop loss for this order to protect our profits. Or at least ensure that the order doesn't incur losses if the price moves down and then reverses. To adjust the stop loss and protect the order, first, we will set a stop loss value for this order. I will drag it up here. You can see that I have set the stop loss. And when I drag it up like this and there's a stop loss position, we can drag this value. I'll drag and drop it down here. In my current trading scenario, the product's price hasn't moved yet, so I can't drop it down here. And when I release the mouse, it returns to its original position. But if the product's price has already moved down to this lower level, and I drag this stop loss value down here, I will be able to drop it. At that point, if the product's price touches this lower level and reverses, my order will hit stop loss. However, when it hits stop loss, I will have already made some profit, so the order will always be protected. This operation is a manual stop loss adjustment. If we want to automatically adjust the stop loss, we will use the trailing stop order. To set a trailing stop for an order, right-click on the order in the toolbox section or directly on the order on the chart. Then, select Trailing Stop and choose Custom. Next, set the number of points for the trailing stop. Note that on Exness, 10 points is equivalent to 1 pip. So, if you set 100 points here, your trailing stop will follow the price by 10 pips. For example, I'll set it to 100 and click OK. When I set the trailing stop like that, if the product's price moves down to the red line below, the stop loss line will automatically follow. When it follows, it will always maintain a distance of 100 points, or 10 pips, from the product's lowest price to the stop loss position, according to the parameters we set in the trailing stop order. If the product's price moves down to this position and continues to go down, our stop loss line will also continue to follow it downwards. However, if the product's price reaches this position and doesn't continue down but turns back up, the stop loss position we had from the trailing stop order will not move up, it will remain at this position. This position is 100 points away from the lowest price reached while the price was moving. If the price then turns back up and surpasses the stop loss position, the order will automatically close, and we will have secured a profit from here to our entry point. This order has its advantages and disadvantages. Its advantage is that the stop loss line will automatically follow the price, ensuring we have a profit when the price moves in our analyzed direction. However, its disadvantage is that if the price moves up a bit, then goes down again, in this scenario, we won't have any profit. If we didn't use trailing stop and the price went down again, our trade might still increase its profit. But because we used trailing stop, it resulted in a stop loss when the price reversed, so we don't have any profit left. That's the disadvantage of trailing stop. However, whatever method we use, we must accept its pros and cons. Thus, I have finished introducing some techniques for managing trading orders in the MetaTrader 5 platform on Exness. I hope the information I provided is useful to you. Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to like the video and click the subscribe button and the bell icon next to it to receive the latest videos when the channel releases them. In the next part of the MetaTrader 5 platform usage guide video series, I will guide you on how to use indicators and trading robots, as well as how to add more indicators and trading robots to this trading platform to provide additional tools to support market trend identification.